In this video cheat sheet, I will be configuring GLBP, waiting values, and object tracking. I previously have configured GLBP, and router 1 is the AVG. I will start off with the baseline show command, show GLBP fast Ethernet, to display the GLBP status of the interface. Then I'm going to enable a debug command of debug GLBP events all to see how things unfold as I change the router's waiting values and object tracking. Then I finish with the same baseline command, show GLBP fast Ethernet, to see what changed. Let's look at the network topology. I will configure waiting values on router 1 and object tracking to fast Ethernet 01. The GLBP group interface's waiting value determines the proportion of traffic that should be sent to that AVF. A higher weighting results in more frequent ARP replies containing the virtual MAC address of that router. I will enter my show command, show GLBP fast Ethernet on router 1. As you can see, router 1 is the active forwarder and the state of this forwarder is active. If interface tracking is not configured, the maximum weighted value configured is used to set the relative proportions among AVFs. I'm going to enable debugging on router 1 utilizing command debug GLBP events all to get its perspective as the lab progresses. The maximum weight of 110 is the initial weighting value. The maximum range is from 1 to 254. The default weighting value is 100. The upper and lower weight values set the thresholds for the GLBP gateway. The upper range is from 1 to 254. The lower range is from 1 to 253. If the weight drops below the lower value, forwarding will be disabled. Once the weight goes higher than the upper value, forwarding will be reinstated. On router 1, I will configure waiting values on interface mode between 100 and 109 and tracking decrement 50 to fast Ethernet 01 line protocol. I will enter again my show command, show GLBP fast Ethernet on router 1. From the output, I see track up and router 1 in forwarding state. I'm going to disable fast Ethernet 01 utilizing command shutdown in interface mode. From the debug output, you can see router 1 going through the stages. Track 1 object changed to state from up to down. Weighting went from 140 to 90. Staying on router 1, I will enter my show command, show GLBP fast Ethernet. From the show command, I see that the active router is router 1 and is in the listening state. Router 1 is not forwarding traffic. In this video cheat sheet, I configured waiting values and object tracking on router 1. I started off with the baseline show command, show GLBP fast Ethernet, to display the GLBP status of the interface. Then I enabled a debug command of debug GLBP events all to see how things unfold as I change the router's waiting values and object tracking. Then I finished with the same baseline command, show GLBP fast Ethernet, to see what changed.